Been a long time since a farm update. I think clear back in May when we were headed to the expo. So I thought maybe I'd get something out here. It's been a really busy summer. Susan working quite a lot, and me trying to keep up with everything on the farm. But you remember her greenhouse and everything she had in it. It's paid out. Here's all the flower baskets she's got. Another pile of stuff that needs water. More baskets and barrels. Things are growing. Got a deck project to do. Materials sitting here just waiting for me to get to it. There's a new little spot we planted flowers because she had so many. And tilled it up right in front of the greenhouse here. Greenhouse, we're just starting to clean it up from letting it go to get ready to do fall stuff in there. But it gets pretty hot in there during the day. But Susan's sunflowers are amazing. She's got just a great variety of them. You know, multi-flowered ones, not just the big mammoth heads. This was one she was pretty excited about this year. It's a Mexican variety of sunflower that, you know, it's got quite a few now, but it's got more buds coming everywhere. Eventually it should be just almost covered in those nice little red orange flowers. Some of these other darker colored ones are just a neat sunflower. The green beans have been doing great. We've had a couple harvests off of those. Deer coming through and nibbling the tops down. I found that if I take the fish fertilizer and mix it up about 1 ounce to a gallon and spray on it, I can keep the deer down to a dull roar. I think their pruning it probably isn't hurting as long as they don't eat them down to the ground. We're still getting quite a crop, and the problem is if you water it, you got to come back and retreat with the stuff, and if you miss a night, the deer don't miss that night. Tomatoes coming on, starting to get some ripe ones. I had to darn near needed a chainsaw to cut the rows back out. I haven't done this side yet, as you can see. I'll need to go through there and do some pruning so we can even get in between them. But and I've got some old bee boxes here. We never did get the potatoes planted. I think I'm going to put potatoes in the bee boxes. I can stack them up, and then when we get close to frost, I can take them in the greenhouse on a hand truck. And you know, get past the frost date. But look at all the marigolds and zinnias Susan's got going on in here. She just overloaded the place with flowers. We'll walk on up into the orchard garden. Birds got most of the berries. Birds and the grandson got most of the strawberries, but the birds got most of the blueberries. Those things are struggling along. I did a great job last year getting the orchard pruned in time, and I didn't get it at all this year. So she got the onions far enough apart this year. We're getting some nice big onions. So we'll have bags of those to get through the winter on. More flowers everywhere. I need to get through, as you can see, my Gravenstein apple still needs thinned. It's got way too much set. All these cotton picking honeybees get in here and pollinate everything. And then I got to get through and tear the apples out. I lost one big branch off of it because it got too heavy. I didn't get to it, but we've got some carrots and basil going in here. Needs a little more weeding. These are tomatillas. The peppers are coming on strong. Lots of jalapenos going on. So you got some squash stuff going in here. I think mostly crookneck, and a dill crop this year that is just amazing. And she's planted successive plantings of that. The cucumber back there is an Armenian yardlong. It's the only one we grew this year. And one of my favorite dishes is to take that cucumber, slice it up, chop up some dill, and mix sour cream in it. Cucumbers and sour cream with a little dill. It's really good. Pear tree's doing good. Lots of pears. So this was broccoli and cauliflower, which is just coming out now, and Susan's already planting back in lettuce and peas for the fall crop. Corn is starting to tassel. Her earliest crop yet. She does a couple successive plantings of the corn, and it's just done fabulous up here this year. You know, really tall, and you can see the front row here is tasseling out. The deer have been eating my basswood because I didn't spray that. So we get around the backside, we got some stuff that's a little behind, the corn that's a little slower. Well, it's all trying to tassel out right now. So gonna get a pretty good corn crop, it looks like. Anyway, just thought I'd give you guys an update. Little honeybee boxes growing, making new queens. Bees have struggled some this year, but we're gonna see if we can get them together before winter. And somebody needs to come pick blackberries, because the bees did a heck of a job pollinating them too. Got a great crop of blackberries. Anyhow, just thought I'd get you guys an update.